for the serious gamer.
Hey, SpiderBiteNextGenTactics.com. This is episode 9, Sabotage as squad leader. My first squad leader Sabotage game. Domination, a couple trophies. To be quite honest, being a squad leader on Sabotage just does not really do much for you. You get a few bonuses for your teammates that are nearby you, or squad mates that are nearby you. You know, like increased health. I can't remember exactly what they are, but I'll probably do a video just on the various levels of command once we've unlocked all of them. But basically, as Sabotage, you don't get any airstrikes, you don't get anything else. You basically get to assign the targets, but I mean by default the target assignment is fine. There are only 2 targets to begin with, and then there's the C target to end with. Actually, this is actually the tail end of the game. This is sort of the second half of this game of Sabotage that we're playing, and we're on offense. So actually part of the reason that I'm playing Sabotage is that with some of the other game types is actually you're competing to be squad leader, because there are a lot of people that have achieved level 15 and they want to take a leadership role. So I don't know if it's random or not once you get to level 15, but the game will assign the squad leader based on whoever's applied and at random, I guess. And there are a lot more people that are applying in the games of Acquisition and Domination than there are in Sabotage, so that's why we're playing Sabotage a fair bit. So we can be squad leader, and the reason why we want to be squad leader is because when you're squad leader for the entire game, you end up getting leadership points, and leadership points allow you to unlock the platoon leader, and then eventually the officer in charge, which is the head honcho. I like to call him the Supreme Commander. That's my label for him. So we want to unlock those points, and we need 100 leadership points in order to become, or to be able to apply as a platoon leader. And you get basically each game, if you win the game as squad leader, you get 10 leadership points. If you lose the game while you're squad leader, you get 3 leadership points. There may be some variations on that, but generally speaking, those are the points you're going to get in a leadership role as squad leader. So we basically have to accumulate 100 before we can even apply to be platoon leader. I'm not sure how many you have to have after that in order to apply to become the granddaddy officer in charge, Supreme Commander of Massive Action Game. So what you want to do when you're attacking C on Sabotage, generally speaking, unless, see, and that's why you don't do it sometimes, because you end up killing your teammates. If you know that your teammates are in the target area, then you want to throw your frags up first, soften up the enemies, and then run in. Because when you frag the enemies, they can't be revived. If they don't bleed out, or they automatically bleed out, I guess you could say. So there's no timer or whatever. So yeah, you definitely want to throw your nades in. And a big mistake that a lot of people are making, and I'm going to show you a future video on Sabotage, where guys are just hanging out on the outskirts. I mean, you got a bunch of snipers. I mean, when you're on offense on Sabotage, there's not a whole lot of sniping that's required, unless, you know, with the A and B targets you're trying to defend them or whatever. But even then, I mean, rushing, I think, is your best bet in order to plant the targets at A and or B, and then for C for sure. I mean, I don't know how many times I just said, you know, rush up the middle and freaking plant the bomb, and it works almost every time. I mean, as long as everybody's coordinated and sort of doing it. So yeah, that was the sort of the tail end of the Sabotage, and that was my first Sabotage game as squad leader, and we actually get a trophy for that. I think it'll come up in a few seconds. The trophy is, what the hell is it?
Congratulations.
Take me to your leader. Earn 1 win as a squad leader. So not too bad. 15 and 12, 248 XP. I mean, you can get more in Sabotage, but you know, again, you're better off in Acquisition or Domination. Okay, so here's the tail end of another game of, not of Sabotage this time, this is of Domination. And you see we've unlocked all 8 targets, and our assigned target is C, so we're trying to get into C. And, you know, this is when this stuff gets really crazy. I mean, you're 128 v 128. You actually get new spawn points as you progress in this game of Domination. Or spawn point happens on this chopper, and the enemy can destroy the chopper. And what that's going to do is delay your respawn. Eventually, another chopper will come, but it will take a little bit of time. So either you're going to have to respawn a lot further away, or you're going to have to wait until the chopper comes in. So we're actually a squad leader here, and to be quite honest, I'm not sure yet what I'm doing as squad leader in Domination. I actually got flamed pretty bad today in a game, and they wanted me to quit as squad leader because I wasn't doing a very good job. So I'm actually going to end up showing you that video. But and then what ended up happening was they got one guy that did absolutely nothing as squad leader, and he ended up leaving the game, or he got kicked. You can actually vote to kick the squad leader. I don't know if it's to kick him or to demote him. So there was that guy, and then another guy came in as squad leader and did absolutely nothing. And I didn't know what that, like I said, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You can actually give up command, and I didn't even know how to do that. So they were getting pissed off at me, and I was swearing and shit. But anyways, so we end up getting a trophy at the end here, and what is it?
We've got C4 on the gate.
Here's the trophy. It's the Party Crasher ribbon. And the Party Crasher ribbon is basically destroy or blast open 3 doors. Something like that. Yeah, anyways. So that's what we were doing there. We were planting charges on the doors so that we can get into the targets. I mean, there are ways to get into the targets around the other side. And actually, that's kind of stupid. I don't know if you noticed that, but I got -5 XP. And basically, it was because I planted the charge on the door, and then one of my teammates went up to the door, and when the charge blew, it ended up killing him, so I get -5 XP, so that kind of sucks. I mean, it's not my fault, I didn't like throw a grenade or whatever, the guy was just not smart enough to stay away from the door when it was going to blow, so again, this being Domination, you only have to hold as many targets as possible, and you're always blue. Whenever you're playing, you're always blue. As far as I've seen, anyway. Whether you're on defense or offense, you're going to always be the blue team, and the other team's always going to be red. I mean, maybe they see it on their screen as blue, and you're red. I don't know. But that's the way it is. So yeah, you just have to get that damage bar all the way over to the right. And we've got 2.5 minutes left, and I was actually freaking out because if you notice, there's a little ways to go on the bar, and we end up we're holding 3 targets now, but we end up losing a couple. It didn't look like we were actually going to make it, but it's kind of misleading because the bar, you don't have to go all the way to the end. At least it doesn't look like we made it at the end. So we're losing everything. We only have 1 now, and I'm like, oh my god, we only have 2 minutes. We got to get this bar over. But it ends up working out because it doesn't actually have to get to the very end, as you see right here, I believe, or very soon. Anyways. What else about Domination? Yeah, being in the leadership role, this was the first time I had done it in Domination. I didn't actually realize all the things you can do as a squad leader. Because you can call in artillery and airstrikes or something. We actually have 2 options, 2 things you can call in.
That will slow their operations
So
down for a
we'll show
while.
you that in a future video. Probably on the one where I fail, and the guys are wanting me out as squad leader. Yeah, that was a big fail. So we won that game. So that's pretty good. And again, you get some pretty decent points from Domination. So we end up, we're not on the top squad. Let's see. We end up with 522 XP, so that's not too bad.
Congratulations. You've gone up a level.
Level 16, 23 kills, 22 deaths. I mean,
Congratulations.
again, you know,
You've
kill
earned the
death
ribbon.
is pretty hard on the game of Domination. I mean, especially when you run in. And there's a Party Crasher ribbon. So destroying 3 gates in 1 battle. Alright, so yeah, that's it. A little bit of Sabotage, a little bit of Domination, and that is episode 9. For more, visit nextgentactics.com. I'm Spiderbite, and I'm out.